Okay, so tonight we are going to talk about our free 7-day group that starts October 8th for all the basic Vias that want to try some pumpkin spice Shakeology. And so we're going to plan out what kind of content that we're going to be sharing with them. So let me share my screen and we will just work on that. Okay, share. All right, so daily schedule. All right, so let's just hop into it. First, let me back up a sec. They announced that coaches are going to be able to purchase challenge packs. Let me just see if I can get it up. So did anybody else see that notice?
Yeah, I saw that today and I was confused.
Yeah, it's in Coach Breaking News. So if you want more information, you can go there. But I don't know if it was just for like the proving grounds or if it's just moving forward. I think it's moving forward. So yeah, let me see. Beachbody. If anybody wants to go into their office and Coach Breaking News while I'm doing this, and then we can make sure that we're all on the same page so that those with the recording, I can make sure that everybody gets that. But honestly, guys, just go to every time you log in, like you should be going into your website at least once a day. Check and see, once you're Emerald and you hit Success Club the month before, you're going to be eligible for leads. So you want to make sure that you're going in there and you're checking. You want to make sure that if somebody purchased, that you can see that their order has gone through, because there's plenty of times that people have coaches before, and if you don't double check, you can't just be like, cool, they ordered. Like, you need to go in, log in, and make sure you see it, because otherwise they may have just rolled up to their past coach. So you want to make sure that what I do is I log into my Coach Online office and I check the Coach Breaking News, and I take a look at kind of like what's happening. And then I go in and I take a look at my orders. I take a look at the new leads, and then I am going to send out my emails to any new coaches that have signed since the last time I've logged in, if it's been a couple days, or any new challengers. And so then if I have any leads, I also have an email I send them. And I uploaded all of those into our team page so you can kind of see, you can change it, tweak it, make it your own. But that's what I do. And I just go in there and really quickly, it doesn't take much time at all. And then I take a look at my volume. I like to take a look at and see how it's going. Ideally, your leg should be 2 to 1. So you take a look at the volume, and if you see one is growing more than the other, or one is just like dead, your weak leg is dead, and you're just starting your business. So don't like stress over it, but just things to keep in mind as you do grow. You want to be like, okay, I need to start putting coaches over here, because in order to cycle, a lot of times your weak leg is what is holding you back. So you just want to make sure that you're very consistent in taking a look at that, so you have an idea of where you are. And on our Emerald call later tonight, I'll kind of talk more about what I want to say, volume and some other stuff a little bit. So did anybody find it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Go for it. Wait, Jess, why are you quiet now? Your mouth is going, but I can't hear you. But you're not muted. Oh, no. Sorry, we just did. Oh.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so it says that we can purchase challenge packs from here on out. And it says the purpose they did that was because inactive coaches, it could help you re-engage with, say like, hey, let's start a new challenge pack type of thing. So
nice.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, and that's awesome. And I mean, a lot of times our discount is about very, very similar to what challenge packs are, but there are plenty of times they're on sale that it's a great deal. So that's really cool. And that is so true. That's a great way to kind of reach out to discount coaches or coaches that have gone inactive and be like, hey, I don't know if you're interested or not, but there's actually this super awesome sale right now on challenge packs. And I don't know if you know, but coaches can now buy challenge packs. So I just wanted to see if you're interested in it. Now they won't get 25% off of the challenge pack. That's already the discount. But that is really cool for any discount coaches or coaches that have gone inactive. Very true. All right. So also in October, so have you guys heard of A Little More Obsessed? Have you guys heard anything about that?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's going to be really cool too. So if it's like basically like September, what's the last, September 30th to the end of October, the 31st. So if you're on an HD product in that time frame, you're going to get access to A Little More Obsessed, which are going to be more workouts from Autumn. So it's really cool because it's a good selling point for any challengers that are not drinking Shakeology before, or still if maybe they had it for a month or two and then they canceled it, or it can also be the Performance line, literally any nutritional product, Daily Sunshine on Home Direct. So it's a great way. I don't think that it's like something that you really need to post about too much. I think it could be like kind of like a breadcrumb, like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about getting access to this super, this super limited availability. And after October 31st, no one else can get access to it. So in that terms, I think it's good to kind of, I'm going to add this into my newsletter that I send out to my past clients. And I think you guys as coaches probably get them too. But basically what's happening there is I'll say, this is a really, what is the word I'm looking for? Like
exclusive?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I've been trying to think of it like 3 times, then I just skip on and try to use a different word. Really exclusive perk in having this Home Direct auto shipment. So I don't know if you guys are interested or not, but literally if you're not on a Home Direct after October 31st, you don't get access to it. So it's really cool. So using it that way and maybe like breadcrumbing it, but I wouldn't just be like posting a picture of A Little More Obsessed and be like, oh my gosh, ask me how. That's not going to work. So just kind of breadcrumb about being like, oh, I'm so excited that I just found out that I'm going to have access to this exclusive program that's released that I've loved. If you've done 80-Day Obsession, you can talk about how you liked that. I know Chelsea's done it. Liz, are you doing it now?
Yes.
Yeah. And then Jess had great results, so you can feel free to share like her results. Tori, have you done 80-Day Obsession? You're doing Lift 4 right now, right?
No, I'm doing 21-Day Fix workouts right now.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So for you, just be like, talk about somebody else's story, but just kind of like breadcrumb it. Like, I'm so excited. I just found out that I'm in the exclusive, test group of receiving some extra workouts that I know are going to kick my butt kind of thing. Then Proving Grounds is coming out. So Shift Shop, I was in the test group, like the corporate test group. I know we say test group loosely with when it first comes out, but I was actually in the corporate test group. So I was in like a live group with Chris Downing or a Facebook group. He went live every day. I got to meet him a couple of times with our exclusive test group, like at Summit and other things. So I absolutely adore him. I love Shift Shot because it's very much like athletic-based, athletic conditioning, and I played soccer and softball, and so that for me, it's like my jam. And I think a little bit the reason why they like to release new workouts. They're releasing 4 workouts, which will replace one of the workouts. So it'll still be 6 days a week. It'll be a 3-week program, but they're releasing new ones, and you will have to pay to get access to them. And I think they kind of are like kicking themselves because basically when Shift Shop launched, everybody got it. Nobody really had to pay much for it. If you wanted like accessories or something, you could, but basically everybody got access to it on Beachbody On Demand. So Chris Downing, this is like his brand new trainer, his super launch. And I think he kind of like got shafted a little bit. Like, Adam Calabrese became a millionaire from 21-Day Fix, and he basically was just making commission off accessories, So I think they're like, oh, that's, because Beachbody On Demand wasn't part of the community when, other things had launched. So I think they're now being like, and just trying to give you the backstory. This is obviously isn't something that you would need to tell anybody else. They're like, okay, let's do some more and releasing them, and then you can replace those. So just kind of take a look at your calendar and know, like, I know I'm finishing round 2 of Lift 4, and then I'm going to do, depending on when it ends, I'll either do Shift Shop or Transform 20. no, Shift Shop and then Transform 20. So Transform 20 will launch sometime in December. I don't have the actual date yet. That's the new Shaun T program that is kind of like a step program. And I'm not a step girl, but I am a Shaun T girl. So I will trip over that, you know, do my thing, whatever I need to do because I love him and you get great results from him. So just be very mindful of kind of like what's happening. And then the flash sale, continue to add people there that, because I'm going to, if you have people that are like asking about specials or something, just like, and I'm going to just drop you into our flash sale. We ran it at the end of summer, but every month we post in there what the specials are for the month. And I know we're going to run a holiday flash sale. So I'll just put you in there so you'll be in the know. So I'm going to make sure that I'm always posting in there. Like I posted about the pumpkin spice group. I'm going to post about, that this is the last month for Lift 4 specials and things like that. So I have that group growing, just so we can always be mindful of kind of specials. So I think that's all for the Coach Breaking News. Any questions on that? So, but I encourage you to plan out your workouts for the rest of the year. So kind of think, okay, what are you doing next? I think that's really cool because I don't usually do that. But when I do, it's like, okay, I know, and I put it on like my whiteboard. I know exactly when I'm doing what, and you know what programs are going to be launched and about the time frame, so you can kind of plan for that accordingly as well. All right, so what I'm doing for this fall group, just to give you a little background, is I'm saying $40 gets you 7 samples of Shakeology, and I'm gonna do mixed with other flavors. Or if you want to just do the pumpkin spice and just do 7 of those, like that's fine. I mean, Tori has 10 boxes over there, so she bought 5 and they charged her twice, and she's like, "I think I'll just keep them."
Yeah, it was sold out by the time I realized it. It had already shipped, so I was like, I mean, I'm not gonna worry about like shipping it back and be like, I'll just keep it. It's fine.
It's a Dexter.
I think it's actually here. I have to go get it.
Oh, it's here already?
Yeah, I got mine today too.
Yeah, they shipped it on Tuesday.
Hookers. I even paid
I'm
for
still
like
waiting for my hat.
maybe flow is the reason, but I paid $4 extra for shipping, which there was a huge talk in the round table as well because shipping is crazy. Like $6.95 a box isn't too bad, but when you do it per box, that is not okay. So we're
like a lot of money to ship my stuff.
That's what I was thinking.
Times 10.
You probably paid $70 in shipping, girl. Like that's what I was thinking, is because I paid $35 for 5 boxes, but then I was like, oh, I'll pay $4 to get it a day earlier. But so we have been like heavily taught in a group where corporate is in there. We're like, it's insane. If you want to, like, we're all like, just jack up the price a little bit more. Nobody would care paying $10 extra if you're hiding the shipping there. It's the shipping that makes people angry because you can have Amazon Prime, you know,
there's tax too. So then there's like, here's what you're paying in tax and shipping and fees and handling.
And we were saying maybe even like if you're on HD, like a club, like if you pay a membership every month, you get cheaper, or if you're on HD, you get cheaper. So we're trying to brainstorm and come up with ideas, but they are well aware that that is crazy. So 40 days, 7 samples of Shakeology, whatever flavors you decide, whatever you have on hand. And if you don't have them, if you don't run out, you can always contact Tori. I'm sure she'll have extras. Okay, so then they get access to this 7-day group, and what we're going to have, we are going to have meal plans. We are going to have meal planning tips. We are going to have like kids crafts ideas, DIY for decorating. We're going to do like fall fashion, healthy, and I like to say ish, pumpkin fall recipes. What else did I say? DIY decorating, just all the basic BS stuff. Okay. So with that being said, and because I want to add a ton of value, I would like to set this up as so the group itself is, I don't remember, 7-day, I have a name for it, I just can't remember. And I'll post it. It should be done today or tomorrow, and I'll post the link so that we can edit it before we add people. We are not adding people until like the Friday before. But I want to delegate, and so we're going to set this up as a social learning group or something like that. So if you are making groups, take a look. You can go into settings and you can do social learning group. If you notice in the Beautifully Made family, I have units, which makes it really nice to just kind of go through there. And instead of just like being super overwhelmed with all the files and stuff, it has that way. So units are going to be, and I would love like your input on this as well. So unit 1, I think the most important thing should be Shakeology recipes. And this will be chocolate, vanilla, cafe latte, we'll do pumpkin.
Strawberry?
Yes, strawberry and greenberry for those weirdos that like greenberry. And so that will be unit 1. And then unit 2, I think nutrition. You will just have meal plans, templates for them to print off. Okay, wait. I'm like, I can't even take notes on a computer. Okay, so templates to print off, grocery list, recipes, and sample week meal plan. So if everybody wants to follow that, they can. Anything else that should go in the meal plan tab? We can also do meal prep tips. I don't think we need to go into detail about it because it's not a meal prep group, but just I feel like the more value that's there, they're going to be like, this is awesome. Okay, so then 3 should be maybe like all things pumpkin spice. So this can be is that a good category or no? Is that?
I think so.
Okay. What kind of subcategories would we put in there? Like what kind of things would go in there?
This might seem ridiculous, but I have no idea how to make pumpkin seeds.
Oh.
Like, someone telling me how to make pumpkin seeds would be awesome.
Okay.
It's super easy.
It is really easy.
But like attracts like, so there are going to be other people that have no idea how to make pumpkin seeds.
Exactly.
You could also, there's a lot of cute like Pinteresty, like I don't know if you want to make that category be all food, but like Pinteresty, like how to make a pumpkin spice candle, or like I just did a fall free group and people were posting in it like how to I don't know, like you leave stuff on a pot in the stove and it makes your house smell good. I don't know what that's called.
Oh yeah, like
that's a thing that people do.
We do that at Christmas. Yeah.
So just like stuff like that. So it could not be, doesn't have to be just food related.
Exactly.
Right.
Maybe,
What about how to roast a pumpkin? Because we roast pumpkin all the time.
Yeah.
And it's actually a lot better. People only think about pumpkins as cutting them and, you know, displaying them.
Okay, perfect.
Like, do you want to do like pumpkin spice desserts in there too?
Has anybody made like a pumpkin spice latte or anything at home? I feel like that sounds like too much work.
They definitely have crock pot versions. Like, you know how they have crock pot, like hot chocolate and stuff? They definitely have crock pot pumpkin spice latte something or other. Like, I'm sure they
Okay. What did somebody say before this?
Desserts. Pumpkin spice desserts.
Elsie?
ish.
Okay.
This may be totally weird, and you can sign me up for it, but I think like a pumpkin spice themed makeup tutorial, like an orangey golds,
Like fall makeup?
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
for me at all.
So I actually was going to do hair and makeup.
Okay, cool.
Liz is
Do
really
not
good
sign-
at
I
makeup.
will teach you how to
Sign
make
me up for that.
Back to you. That's not my thing at all.
Liz is real good at it, so we can sign her up for that.
I'm very good
I will totally watch it.
Me too.
and not be able to do it.
So funny. I was like, pumpkin spice makeup? What? Please say more. I didn't get it at first. We probably all were like,
we should
That's why I said it's probably going to sound weird.
we should all do the tutorial and then post the aftermath of like a Pinterest fail. Pumpkin spice.
It would totally be a fail for me.
Guys, I don't even have the colors to make that happen at my house.
Oh, I do.
okay, so fall hair and makeup tips. And you don't even have to do it yourself. We can also share a YouTube video of somebody else doing it, but I think it's very important to be like, Pinterest fail, that would be hilarious. So
I'll sign up for that.
I'm gonna do like a top knot kind of thing.
I also have a ridiculous collection of scarves, like over 30.
Yeah, signing you up for that too. Scarves, accessories.
Yeah.
And it can be like a post. It can be a video. It can be like you can take a couple pictures of you. It's totally up to you.
Cool.
I mean, I wear a lot of flannel, but I feel like I don't fit into this category, so don't put that down.
Yeah, I also feel like this is not my category.
You got it.
Gone.
Story of my life.
This will be a good screenshot for your stories, Jesse. Feel free to take one. I've seen so many memes. It's like all the basic girls like looking so cute. Me, I'm just wondering why I look like a lumberjack.
Yeah. Yep, that's me.
Okay. Fall. Let's do fall decorating ideas and DIY. Okay, so let's do like a front porch ideas. Let's do
Like a centerpiece.
Centerpiece.
Like a table, maybe? Like a, tablescape or whatever?
Yeah.
Table place. How do I word that? Table settings.
Yeah.
Well, the tablescape if you're fancy, but I don't know.
What is it called?
Like a centerpiece?
No, I meant like the whole table, like for Thanksgiving, like the whole.
That's what I was thinking a centerpiece was, but I'm not fancy, clearly.
Me neither. It's fine.
Okay. Crafts for kids. Rachel said she would do that, so I do not have any input on that. But okay, so let's take a recap. We've got Shakeology recipes, we've got meal plans, all things pumpkin spice, fall hair and makeup tips, fall decorating ideas, crafts for kids. Anything else? Oh, let's do fall hair, makeup, fashion, and then something like that. Okay.
Not my category, by the way.
Me neither.
I feel like this will be Heather.
Yeah.
I wear scrubs for a living, so that's it.
Why?
I really
My Pinterest board is like out of control. I can do recipes all day.
Me too.
love it. I just feel so old. I'm like, what do the kids do with these days? I was in the bathroom peeing and I heard somebody saying something and I had to like ask my 16-year-old brother-in-law, and I was like, what does this even mean? Like this, we're getting old when. Okay.
Your brother-in-law is 16?
Yeah.
What?
My Matt's mom adopted
okay.
when he was in high school, or like senior in high school or freshman in college.
I was thinking, like, your sisters are about your age. Like, what? They're married.
I was the whoops. So my dad was snipped 2 weeks after they found out. Great. Thanks. Always reminded of this. Okay. So I think that's good, right? Anything else? Anything else?
No, I think that's a lot for just a 7-day group.
And then maybe we'll just do like a what's next and just say, coach spotlights. Maybe we'll just say some,
So if those are all units, are we still posting like posts in the group, or the units will be there? And like,
so yeah, what you can do is I can make anybody that signs up for these, I can make them admin, and what you can do is you can go back after you've made the post. I don't think you can do it from your phone, which is annoying, but from your computer, you can just say add to unit.
Oh.
so like make the post on the day of and then add it to the unit. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think some things can be there before, but probably your post make that day and then just add it to the unit. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that we can add ahead of time, so that there's some content, and then just let them know, hey, as we're posting, we will be adding it to the unit, so you can easily find everything. And even after, it'd be a cool group just to, if you can be like, hey, I can add you there. There's like some really great tips. I can add you there and you can check it out. So I think this is plenty of information. So let's go through and sign up. So anything that anybody that spoke to you for any of these, let me know.
I can do desserts.
Okay. So weird. I just want to call you Just Baker.
I know. It
I
flows
think you're
a little
still
bit.
Just Baker in my phone.
It's fine. Just
I
don't
haven't-
tell Lance.
I thought you said Larry. I'm like, who's Larry?
Can be his new name from now on.
I'm going to do, since I have like a butt ton of pumpkin spice Shakeology, I'm going to like experiment with that and see, because there's not really anything out there in terms of recipes for that.
Right, yeah.
That I could find. So I'm just going to start like mixing stuff together and see what happens.
Please post a fail with that one too.
Oh, there will definitely be fails.
That is very true. We need to try some before we have this group, so we're not like, ooh, sorry, that was gross. Now, I have some other coaches I can check in with too, like they're elite, that are probably running these groups too.
I can do like the rest of the Shaco recipes. I have a whole unit in my challenge group that's all Shaco recipes. I can just like plot them over.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Chelsea, I can share some with you too, because I have a bunch saved also,
Okay.
so we can mash them together.
Okay, perfect. All right. I will take care of the meal plan and everything, all that good stuff. I'll take care of all that. Unless anybody wants meal prep tips. I know I have content for everything else. If anybody has them, great. I can talk to people that are on this call too. I don't feel like we all have to, the 4 or 5 of us have to fight and conquer everything. So Liz, I'm going to give you this one too. Then you'll really know how to do it.
Okay.
And Jess, because Jess can do the pumpkin roasting. Pumpkin spice candle, make your house smell like PSL, crock pot, pumpkin spice latte. Okay, so I'm gonna do April. I'll just take care of this, and if anybody has extra content, then, what's happening here? Oh, this fly.
Hey, what are you doing?
Okay.
I can share like other recipes, like fall recipes that are not necessarily desserts, like squash recipes. And
Yeah, I also
do
just
we have
did,
that anywhere?
I don't know that we have it like specifically written anywhere. We have recipes under meal plans.
yeah.
And
I just did a fall food group. Like my whole group was a 5-day week of like crock pot and fall and all that stuff. So you can throw that in there too.
Okay, so let me just make a new unit and we'll just say fall recipes. Was that you, Tori?
yeah, and then Chelsea said she had some stuff too.
Yeah, because I just ran a crock pot group, so I have stuff from there.
And then like, I mean, after you guys like add your stuff, I might have like tidbits here and there.
Yeah, and that would be great. And just keeping it like an open group and not, you know, it being super structured. I know it can get crazy of people posting on the wall, but if we're putting it in units, I think it should be okay. And I almost think it should just be like a share as you go, because when we close off walls, people are just like, oh, I couldn't post this. And I just want it to be fun. And so with the unit section, everybody will be able to find it, but it'll be more interactive that way. If it gets crazy, we can change it, but I think they should just be allowed to just do their thing. So
you're just going to send this PowerPoint out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then I have plenty of other people. I don't know, leave that open too, because there may be people that are better than me.
I can do a mantle, for sure.
Is that you? Wait, Liz?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't looking at your mouse. I was like, okay.
I could do any of those too. I could just find stuff on Pinterest for any of those decorating whatever ones. Not the budget-friendly ones, but the other things.
Okay. Perfect. This is gonna be so much fun. Okay. I'm gonna leave it open because I want to make sure that I'm giving this for people that else might want to. Let me make sure. April. What? Maybe I'll just take a screenshot of this and then say comment below. What would be the best? No, I'll. Should I just make it into a post and post it, or should I just screenshot this? What would make more sense?
Either way.
I don't feel like there's that many left, so it probably would be okay to just be a screenshot and have them be.
Okay.
Or people will look at if it's just a picture they have to look at instead of something to open.
True. True. Okay. So that's going to be great. This is October 8th. Let's see. And then the other thing, okay, so it's 8:40. So that's good. Files saved. Okay, so then let's move, let me stop this.